BrightlingSource.com here, and we're looking at a Heuer Aquaracer Caliber S today. This is one of TAG's one of many TAG Caliber S watches. The Caliber S is very noticeable because of the two sort of semicircles that you'll see right here. And they're used to indicate the date as well, and during normal operation, and when you switch to chronograph mode, they're used to indicate the 1/100th of a second timing. That's kind of like the specialty of this watch, is that it can record 1/100th of a second. And also the same mechanism, the same dials, sub-dials there also allow you to set the perpetual calendar, which, while it only indicates the day of the month, you actually set it based on the month and year, so it actually is stored up to 2099, which is kind of a cool feature. There are two Aquaracer Caliber S's. Well, actually, there's several, but there's two main sizes. This is the larger 43mm version. There is a smaller Regatta version that is a 41mm. Not quite as nice. The bezel isn't quite as handsome as this one. And the clasp is also slightly different. This one has the higher end push button clasp, while the other one has the flip lock. This pretty much has the same design as most of the other TAG Aquaracer watches that you've seen, that have this sort of chronograph ring there with the unidirectional bezel on the outside. I want to show you what the 43 looks like on the wrist, to give you an idea. It's good size, good chunky size. Covers most of the wrist. Good presence. Great blue color on this one. Let's talk a little bit about the movement. Interestingly, the crown does absolutely nothing when you spin it at any time. No matter what mode you're in, the spinning of the crown does absolutely nothing, which would make you wonder why they allow the crown to spin to begin with. But I'm not sure why, but it does, and it does absolutely nothing when you do it. So, in order to switch modes on this on the Aquaracer, you just depress the crown once, and all the hands reset here. Let me do a little zoom up. So all of the things reset. Switching back to time mode, it's taken away, and that sub dial down there is pointing at the number 4 because it's the 4th. And push it again to switch to chronograph mode. And to start the chronograph mode, you always use the top pusher, and in this case it's the same. So it's timing by seconds there, and the hour and the minute hand also time the hour and minutes for the chronograph, so it sort of switches between chronograph mode and time mode. As you can see, the 1/10th and 1/100th sub-dials aren't doing anything. They actually will show time once you hit the stop. So in this case, it's at 25 seconds and 25.53 is this number. The 1/10th is at a 5, and the 1/100th is at a 3. So it's 25.53 seconds. Pretty easy to read. You can keep going, and then push it again. Stops, and now we're at 30.44. And keep going, and you can stop it, and then now we're at 32.37, and then you can reset it. Back to timing mode. Kind of a neat chronograph mode on this one. And to adjust all the different the different modes, just the date, the time, and all that stuff, you pull the crown out. So I probably won't go through all of them because it's quite bland. But basically you pull the crown out and you switch modes by pushing the bottom button, and the location of the second hand is what indicates which mode it's on. It's right now it's on timing mode, and if it's second hand's over on this side, it means it's PM. If it's over on this side, it means AM, and you push this, it switches to different time setting mode from date, month, year, etc., etc. And then there's also a mode where you push both these buttons to center the chronograph hands if they are not centered. So let's zoom in a little bit more here. Take a look at some of the details of the watch here. The dial is pretty great. There's the applied sub-dial rings there, and applied indexes. They all have lume on them. It's 13 millimeters thick, 300 meter water resistance. It's got the little scuba Aquaracer guy there in the back. Typical Aquaracer two-tone brush polished bracelet. And the watch is a little bit cheaper on the rubber, but I think it's always best to buy a watch on a bracelet if you can, and then add the rubber afterwards. Let's go back out now. So that's pretty much it. The Tag Aquaracer Caliber S. Hoped that gives you a good explanation of, at least a brief and good explanation of what the Caliber S movement is capable of. And I hope you enjoyed the review. Have a good one.